like, how is it being on Netflix, knowing that everybody that turns on Netflix, it pops up, and it seems like that's the biggest viewership. I mean, it seems like that's what everyone's talking about, not like ABC or NBC or these other networks.
Yeah, well, I think what people have is they don't have patience.
Right.
You know, when you have, when you used to have primetime TV, you would, and this is prior to DVR, people will actually sit down in their living rooms and tune in on a Tuesday at 8 p.m. to watch a certain hit show. And now people are so busy and, internet and social media and all these things that people want it now.
Right.
And so now that you have, obviously you have Netflix and Amazon and Hulu and Crackle's coming in also. And even Disney is, also trying to, jump in as a competitor. I think that you're starting to see this whole entertainment of TV. It's shifting into streaming, and it's fun. I mean, it's great being part of probably the head honcho of something that it's pretty much spearing the streaming services, which is Netflix, and they take really good care of us, man. They're awesome.
Do you prefer this route over like network TV? Because it is cool to, like I said, obviously watch all your shit in one viewing.
Yeah,
I mean, then you got to wait a year for your next one to come out. So
I think I've had a lot of people be very much. They're not pissed off, but they get bummed out when they know that they have to wait for us to even shoot season 2, and then they have to wait for post, and then press, and then the next one, and then they finish it in 10 hours. Something that takes us a year or so to make. They'll binge it in a weekend,
right?
But it's great. I prefer this because it's almost like you're watching a film, right? So when you go and watch TV, I have friends who are like on network TVs, and it's great. They're obviously they're doing what they love. They're making a living. They're putting a roof over their heads. As an actor, when you're doing network TV, you're pretty much working. After you're shooting, you're still working because it's still airing every week. So you have to be constantly, whether, working the publicity aspect of it. And when we're doing, and when all 10 episodes are released, you're pretty much after it's out, 6 weeks probably after it's out, you're pretty much done. It's kind of worn out. You don't have to constantly be, how would I say this, interacting in social media and stuff. But yeah, that's
damn. What was the number? You said number 2 show behind Game of Thrones that I've never seen, but
yeah. Well, there's some articles and stuff. I mean, obviously, I get sent those to me, and it's nice to see that. Oh, people actually dig it. Especially when I told Mark, I was like, yeah, you should watch it. And now Mark's coming up, and he's like, yo,
Well, it's cool. Like I said, I mean, for me to actually watch a show and then be able to talk to one of the main actors in it. I don't get to do that very often, So.
No, and I to be honest with you, I appreciate it, man. I think this is the reason why we do what we do, is for actually people to be able to come and just for once feel something that is different than their ordinary lives. I think that's why we watch movies or TVs or even read books or paint or fight. I think it's something that kind of puts us in a status of like just being in the moment.